Here's the Renault Clio 1.5 diesel. First introduced in 1990, and in 2012 we're on the third generation model, and it's still looking fresh as a daisy. What a horrible day. There's a good sized boot, ideal for a pushchair. This is a 3-door model, so let's get inside quick. Let's have a look at the interesting features. We've got the wash wipe stalk here. Usually, to operate the wipers, you just push it up. In this, you have to work in the reverse manner. And the radio, I would have thought that you go from left to right to find your channels. You know, that's normally the way. In here, you use those. It's not really an issue. In time, you get used to that. And the volume controls here are very user-friendly. The interior's very well appointed. Room for the baby seat in the rear, which is a must for us. Now, you may criticise that it's a bit bland, bit black, but it's hard wearing, and the Clio is an incredibly popular car. I mean, just briefly, if you think that the Renault 5 was only around between 72 and 1990, so that's 18 years, the Clio was introduced in 1990, and 22 years later, we're in 2012 at the moment, you know, it's doing very well, and clearly there's no need to change it. 5-speed gearbox, and the seats are pretty supportive, although it could be argued on a long journey they're not as good as they could be. But then if you think that the selling price is between £7,000 and £14,000, what more do you expect? This 1.5 diesel returns well over 60 miles to the gallon, and it's an absolute joy to drive. You know, it's one of the few cars on the market where you can put your foot to the floor and not worry about having to fill up a few miles later. So all in all, a highly recommended vehicle.